Great. We are going to switch our schedule just a touch so that we have some room to move around. We do want to try to start our next breakout round by 1:20 p.m. So we're going to have a couple of our exhibitors kind of keep in the spirit of the lightning round, but we're just going to have a couple exhibitors give you a brief 3-minute elevator speech, starting with Deb Blackwell of 9 Power. We'll see how far we can get to about 1:10, 1:15 to be able to take the break and then head up to the breakout rooms. Thanks everybody for bearing with us.
Hi, I just wanted to say thank you for allowing us to participate again this year in the WASH Symposium. As you may or may not know, 9 Power Clean Water cleans industrial level, heavy duty, horribly contaminated water of metals and organic hydrocarbons and all kinds of things, radioactive contaminants, that sort of thing, things that go well beyond E. coli and some of the top of mind contaminants. So we have been happy to work with Rotary through Colorado Women's Day, which we manage, and raised some funds for several of the NGOs that are here today. So anyway, come by and say hello. Again, 9 Power Clean Water. Give us a look up at ixwater.org. Thanks.
The next exhibitor we have is the Ngao Foundation. Do we still have a representative here? Oh, is it virtual? Okay. Thank you. Anthony. Is Anthony on? Mahula?
Yes, he's around right here.
Okay, thank you. 3 minutes to present on your foundation, please.
And I have my presentation shared on the screen.
Anthony, this is just the exhibitor or sponsor lightning round for you to just give a brief 3-minute discussion on the Ngao Foundation.
Oh, okay.
Not your presentation quite yet. Sorry, that's at 1:20.
Oh, okay. No, that's fine. Thank you for this opportunity. My name is Anthony Richard Ulula, the director and founder of the Ngao Foundation, an organization that works in the community on water, sanitation, and hygiene solutions and engagements with the community. Ngao is has been in the WASH area in like 5 years. Since 2017 is when seriously we got into the WASH, and we provide clean access to water to the households and to the community, whereby we have people, in the community who need, clean water. GAO uses a model called ABCD, asset-based community development, whereby it looks within the strength, potential within the community to provide solutions using the community themselves. That community have challenges, but within the same community, we have solutions that we can pick, and move with. Within this, the community that we work, we network and partner with organizations, Center of Love being one of it in Kibera, which is, the slum area. And then we work with the Rotary Club of Westlands to try to provide what it is that a community needs. I have been very passionate with the WASH, because water, as the former people have said, is life. And in many cases, you find that it creates, or it affects every aspect of life when people use untreated water or water that is contaminated. The situation where we are in, especially in slums and in formal settlements here, whereby water run into the taps and sometimes it's not there. It mixes with either sewage or what. People have not reached to appreciate that clean water is really good for their health, and we try to provide that. So GAO Foundation, apart from the WASH program, we also deal with education. The people who have been ahead of us, ahead of me, have talked about education being important in terms of training to help people in behavior change, so that they can sustain any program that comes for them to have a living with it. Also, we do food. When people take contaminated water, they get sick. And when they get sick, they are in the hospital. And when they leave the hospital, coming home, they need to eat. So we combine all those three in terms of trying to sustain the program. We are passionate. I am passionate in terms of working with the community to make sure that we move forward. My presentation is coming up at 1, so we'll talk more about what GAO does in partnership with other organizations to make, and we are looking forward to partner more so that we can get the community sustainable in terms of water as the component that changes life and moves life. Thank you so much.
We'll just make the movement. Sorry, we'll do Regis when we come back. I apologize, Doctor. Just so that we're trying to keep on track here, make sure that we get our breakout sessions to start at 1:20. So you all have a transition here, about 9 minutes, which means try to get up to the rooms. All right, and then we'll be back here and we'll finish up our lightning round and then go to our poster session at 2:30. Thank you.
Hii ilikuwa kumbe 3 minutes. Sasa si hiyo ingine inakuja. No one told me this that I will introduce the
programs as part of those community interventions. So to date, we serve more than 416,000 individuals daily with safe water. That water is distributed through community-wide purification systems that are run as community-owned small water enterprises. So that ensures water is reliably safe It's radically affordable, and it's long-term sustainable. We prioritize regions where local teams and strategic partnerships serve vulnerable populations who are experiencing the most challenging water access and treatment problems. So this includes rural and peri-urban areas in Haiti, East Africa, and throughout Central America, including Mexico, Guatemala, Honduras, El Salvador, Nicaragua. We have in-country teams in those areas working on the ground. One last thing I do want to say, we love working with Rotarians. We have done a number of international service WASH projects in partnership with Rotary clubs. Because we have in-country teams, we can bridge the gap between finding contacts with local Rotary clubs and marrying those folks with stateside Rotary clubs. So if you've struggled with bridging the gap of doing an international project, we have in-country team who can help with that. In fact, 2 of our largest projects to date, one in Oaxaca, Mexico, and one in Huehuetenango, Guatemala, are both in partnership with stateside Rotary clubs through international grants. So if you want to learn more about us, I'm here in the back. We'd love to share more about how we could partner together to do an international service project. We were sort of a latecomer to the game too, so I don't know if we have a link for those online. So you can visit us at healingwaters.org/Rotary, and there's a simple contact form there. You can share your information. We'd love to stay connected with you. Thank you.
Okay, last but not least, from Regis, Doctor, it's Maggie, right? Nina. Okay, Dr. Nina.
Sounds like a sex therapist. No. Hi, everybody. I am Nina Miller. I'm the director of the Development Practice Program at Regis University. I just, side note, I've been participating in conferences the last few weeks for the UN Sustainable Development Goals, and there's been a huge emphasis on how important it is to partner with academic partners across sectors, but universities have all kinds of resources, can do all kinds of things, and they're a really important part of the project. So I'm really glad to be here thinking about it in that kind of new way, and glad to see Desert Research Institute here. So keep partnering with academics. We offer a master's program in development practice, a certificate of development practice, and also a certificate in partnership with the Posner Center for International Development in evidence-based development practice. And I'm happy to talk endlessly about the master's or the certificate of development practice, but I think in this setting, what I thought would be really important for you to know about is the certificate of evidence-based development practice, especially following on the wonderful talk we started our day with from Tusu, talking about impact and how you decide what your impact's going to be, how you decide how you're going to track your impact, what are going to be the measures of your impact, not just to be active and feel good, as he said, but to actually make a difference. And that's what this is about. So we have short-term courses. They take between 4 and 6 hours, spread over a couple of days, always early morning because we have a global classroom. That means you are in class in real time in the Zoom forum with people all over the world, and especially in the global South, where you're teaching and learning from each other, which is a fantastic aspect of this program. The courses there's 6 of them. You can choose 5 to get a certificate. And they are 2 courses in quantitative monitoring and evaluation, 2 courses in qualitative data collection and analysis. You learn to do surveys and focus groups. You learn to set metrics. You learn to think backwards from what you're trying to achieve, as Tusu advised us this morning. And you learn to think about the complexities of all of the interrelated factors to what you're trying to achieve, the Hydra, right? So these courses are taught by practicing evaluation specialists who are very current in their fields, the top of their fields. They love to teach in our program, not for the money, I can assure you. It's for that's for the classroom. It's for knowing that what they're learning is getting to people who are really going to use it. We incentivize people to do these programs. We know it's a lot to invest in your own professional development. It can feel like it's maybe not the best choice if you're trying to, get clean water to people. How do I justify spending money on myself? This year, the courses have been there for a few years. This year, we switched to a model where it's not for academic credit anymore to take those courses. So we are offering them as educational services. So the cost is cut like by half. That's one incentive. Another incentive is we really encourage people to bring in their team members to do this training so that it's not just siloed in one person, this knowledge, but that people are actually working to change the whole culture of your organization or your project or whatever it is that you're working together. We invite people to bring in their own data, their own problems, and you workshop them throughout the courses. So you're coming out with real tangibles for your project or your organization. Financial incentive is if 2 people sign up from your team, the 3rd person is free if that person is in country, because we really want the knowledge to not be just here, but also where you're actually doing the work. Another incentive for the certificate is if you sign up for 5 courses, you pay for 4 and you get all 5. So we're trying to really get people to do this, and people have been extremely happy with the results. I have these cards back there that if anyone's interested, you can look. As I said, we're in partnership with Posner Center. So the website would be Posner Center to look for the courses in monitoring and evaluation. They're called Praxis. That's the name of that program. PosnerCenter.org/Praxis. If you're interested in the master's degree or the certificate, or you know someone who might be interested, that's Regis University /MDP. And what else shall I tell you? I have notes. That's it. Okay, thank you. You do not. There's no, they really are, we kind of rethought the business model this year, and we're calling it educational services. So there's no, the requirement is just that you're eager to do it and you come. You are required to be there. It's not distance learning in the kind of download on a Sunday morning when you happen to have insomnia sort of way. We're really in a classroom together. It's really important that you're part of the discussions. You're really talking to the instructor. So this stuff is really, it's got that quality of a deep university kind of experience, but you don't need a bachelor's and you don't need to pay academic level tuition. So, thank you.